I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got it.
Welcome back to my channel Z MotoGP. Here I will tell you about MotoGP and other races, which are actually trusted and up to date. If you want to receive information back from us, please subscribe, like, share and ring the bell. Thanks a lot.
After all this time, Marc Marquez finally returned to the podium at the Indian MotoGP. In the sprint race which took place Saturday, September 23, 2023, Marc managed to finish third, behind Jorge Martin and Francesco Bagnaia. Marc finally finished on the podium again after last finishing third at the Portimao sprint race at the start of the 2023 season. In this race, Marc started well from 5th place. At the start of the race, Marc was consistently behind Joan Mir. Luckily at the first corner there was an incident involving Marco Bezzecchi and Luca Marini, so Marc and Mir moved up to positions 3 and 4. Not long after, Marc managed to overtake Mir, taking 3rd position. Meanwhile, Martin and Bagnaia are still in front. Unfortunately, Mir could not survive, he even fell on the 4th lap. But Marc didn't get the 3rd position easily, he was shadowed by Brad Binder who was right behind him. Binder kept trying to catch Marc until the end of the race. However, the great thing is that Marc can maintain a fast time, so Binder cannot overtake him. Spanish Ducati rider Jorge Martin finished first in the 2023 Indian MotoGP sprint race, Saturday, 23/9. Martin successfully fumigated Francesco Bagnaia in 2nd place and Marc Marquez in 3rd. It is known, the Indian MotoGP sprint race was delayed for more than an hour due to heavy rain which made the track wet. In fact, the committee held a wet session ahead of the race so that the track dried faster. Although it was delayed, the excitement of the Indian MotoGP sprint race did not diminish at all. When the racing flag was raised, Jorge Martin immediately stepped on the gas and took over the leading position. In the first round, he was followed by Francesco Bagnaia and Joan Mir. However, at the first corner, disaster struck for the VR46 racing team when Marco Bezzecchi nudged Luca Marini to the ground. At that time, Bezzecchi cut too deep without realizing there was Marini behind. Nevertheless, both were still able to continue the race. Bezzecchi successfully finished in 5th place, while Marini, who had been knocked down, only finished the race in 19th position. Joan Mir, who was quite convincing at the start of the race, crashed on the 3rd lap. He tilted too much when cornering until his bike lost control. Towards the end of the race, racing action took place in the middle and front rows. However, until the finish line, Jorge Martin was unwavering and finished first. Interestingly, Marc Marquez made a surprise by winning the 3rd podium or just behind Bagnaia. Questions regarding Marc Marquez's future are slowly being answered. The 8-time world champion has reportedly chosen Gresini Racing as the new port for MotoGP 2024. In order to smooth out his ambitions, Marc Marquez must solve one crucial problem first. He must find a solution so that Honda releases him from the contract that applies until next year. Marc Marquez has made his choice. The Spaniard has decided to race with Ducati at Gresini in 2024 with his brother Alex, wrote Sky Italia. Before proceeding with the agreement, he must agree on an exit with Honda. The only obstacle that could stand between Marquez and Gresini at the moment is the Japanese company itself. Marquez signed a 4-year contract until 2024, an unusually long duration in MotoGP, in the 2020 preseason. However, a series of disasters then occurred. COVID-19 strikes the world. The 2020 season was postponed with Marquez suffering a serious injury, missing the majority of the season. The 30-year-old was also not in top form in 2021. When finally fully recovered to compete in 2022, Honda was not in top form and lagged behind European manufacturers, especially Ducati. The same situation continued into 2023. This situation made him lose confidence in the manufacturer that raised his name. Rumors of his departure were swirling, with Marquez rumored to be announcing his decision at the Indian or Japanese MotoGP. He managed to score points for the first time in Sunday's race. The decline in Marquez's performance along with Honda's decline can be seen from the statistics. He has failed to get on the podium in the last 2 MotoGP seasons. In 2023, Marquez even failed to win points in the first 9 series despite participating in 4 events. Currently Gresini Racing is the only Ducati team that provides seats in 2024. They have already tied up Alex Marquez, with Fabio Di Giannantonio's position almost certainly not extended.